They can use fire?
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. We come to the back end of nowhere.
These elf
Here you
things.
are.
Great.
Leading the Inquisition takes me to all sorts of interesting places.
You came too far this time. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world.
Yeah,
I
you
give
do
it to
look
Corypheus,
like a vessel for
but he
wisdom.
can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
I still don't really get how getting to the Fate gives Corypheus the power, but I guess we just have to take it.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
He sounds like quite the simp. Because I mean, if he's a vessel for knowledge, doesn't sound like there will be much of him left, right?
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
Is that the best you could do? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. I will bring Corypheus the well's power and your head, all at once. To arms!
It's kind of sad that,
Take them!
I mean, basically all the villains of the game so far are either Corypheus or just Corypheus fanboys. Because like, when they describe what they're doing, it's like, he's so powerful. Okay. But I mean, he kind of needs you to get so powerful, right?
Nothing!
Ah, well. You will be remembered, Samson. There will be a bad song about you.
You bastards!
Am I dizzy?
There we are!
Currently.
Watch your flanks!
And go. Get another. And buy armor. Fire mine. Go. Maybe we need some more shields. Here we go. Come here. He seems to deal quite some damage.
There's no bounty to save you now!
Nope. And some more shields, especially for Dorian. Inquisition villains are one-dimensional villainy. Absolutely.
You think you
It's just a
win?
little bit disappointing. Of course, you can really
Come
build
on then!
great villains. And even Corypheus is,
Get around them!
I don't know, he's just, I want the power. And his minions are like, he has power. That's the story.
You will fall!
Will I now? Go. Is he becoming larger?
All right!
Look how big he is. Here we go. I have to say, one of my favorite video game villains is actually Ryu from Wrath of the Righteous. She's so cool, and I love how she's written and her backstory. Really great. Aha, so you're growing when we hit you. mean, regarding other villains, Meredith is also not too complex, is she?
Not the well, you wretch. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
I thought he was all powerful.
He's still breathing.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
A quiet certainty.
Ambulance!
What convenient timing.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Ah, Morrigan, don't act like you want just the good for the elves. I don't trust you. But I want that knowledge. Not for Morrigan, but I think Aiden, as I said before, Aiden would be very curious to see like more of the Elven legacy, because I mean so much is lost. The only ones who know like a fragment of what was lost are the Dalish, and even they know almost nothing.
Samson thought the well's knowledge was valuable. It could help stop Corypheus.
I care nothing for your petty conflicts, Shemlin.
You'll care when Corypheus arrives for the well.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask?
No.
As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this.
Ooh.
All that we were,
All memories.
all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
That is so cool. All the memories. And hey, Alistair, nice to see you. I hope you had a nice day. How are you? I really didn't trust Morrigan here. I mean, how she is presented in Inquisition, you really shouldn't trust her. Like, you tell her no, she just goes for it. She tries to manipulate you and uses knowledge to just push you in certain directions.
This can't be easy, holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
Why remain? Why perform a duty without purpose?
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Absolutely. Doing everything it takes to get rid of Corypheus. Which is interesting, now that I think about it. I think looking at all the characters I played, Aiden's one of the few who would also give himself up for the greater good. Like, usually my characters are clean to their lives. But I think Aiden wouldn't mind too much if it was like for a meaningful sacrifice.
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right.
That's still cryptic.
The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
I wonder what that means. And I mean, at least based on the lore we know so far in this game, Mythal does exist, I mean, at least according to the elves, but it's also locked away, right?
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Virabella-san remains. As do we.
So she wasn't locked away.
That is something.
Curious, not locked away, but murdered. Not really better. I wonder if it was before or after. I mean, it has to be before the banishing of the gods, right? Because otherwise she would also been banished. Was the banishing maybe the result of the killing of Mythal? Yeah, if you read the books, you really do not want to be bound to the elven gods. Why that?
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
The Imperium went to great lengths to
does
expunge
it end
Elven
now?
history. You might be the last to know the truth.
Would the elves of your lands listen to the truth?
They might. Would it hurt to try?
It very well may, Shemlin. Yes. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
But why no more duty? What happened? I don't think they're going to fight Corypheus with us, but let's still try. And yeah, I really thought you would know. There's a Netflix series, Dragon Age Netflix series, which is really nice, playing in the Tevinter Imperium, but it's original content, so it's not connected to at least any of the games. I really enjoyed it. Can recommend it.
You could come with us.
Nice and queer.
Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves. Long ago.
Most of the elven gods did horrible things, the enslavement of the dwarves for one. Great. Chantry, not 2.0, but 0.5?
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Okay, we're going to try to drink from it ourselves. I really thought we would get an option for that, so we're going to tell her to back away. Let's see how this is going to end.
Don't go any closer, Morrigan.
Will she even listen to us?
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
I do not like this. She is far too eager.
I do not hide it. To restore lost knowledge, I would risk much.
And what would you do with it? You could be worse than Corypheus.
Good questions.
So, paralyze yourself for fear of what might be? I can give nothing but my word.
You didn't even give your word that you're going to use
Of
it for
those
good or
present,
something.
I alone
Or
have
what
the
are you going to
training
use it
make
for?
use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
You didn't even give us anything.
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
You alone? This is my heritage.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
Dorian? I don't think he wants to drink from it. Yeah, and we're going to try to drink from it ourselves.
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
I mean, I also do wonder, like, the well's not going to be destroyed, so what happens to it afterwards? I mean, anyone could still drink from it, right? Or it's just one use only, and when you die, it kind of returns.
What's to stop you from taking the knowledge and leaving?
My word. If that seems insufficient, Corypheus threatens all, even myself. He must be stopped.
And who stops you?
I, Inquisitor, seek neither immortality nor your life.
And the engine also really likes to just blend your hair into your cheeks. Yeah, we're going to use it ourselves, but before we do that, I want to know what everyone else does think about it. I guess Cassandra wants us to drink, I would guess. I'm not really sure about Dorian and Cole. I have no idea about Cole and Dorian. I would guess Dorian might want her to drink so nothing happens to us. We'll see.
Thoughts?
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk. Make her help us all.
Oh.
So many voices. They would be in your head, talking over you. You don't want them.
I don't want to risk losing you to a well.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Interesting. Everyone wants us not to use it. Well, if the well was filled with Mountain Dew, I would drink it. I don't think you can get Mountain Dew here. I never had it. I just know it from the color because it's so prominent. Yeah, this is a one-use thing. Nothing would return. You would need to refill the well with the souls and memories of elves again. And even then, it wouldn't be ancient elves. Oh. I know the well's danger because we are mage. That's not a decision, so let's say that first.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Kind of makes me anxious that everything tells you not to use it. Your mage inside, your companions. Yeah, but being a little bit of a matterer and seeing the sacrifice as a necessary means.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
Why does
So
Solus
you will
disapprove?
take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste.
Interesting that Solus disapproves. Aaron Bull also approves. Cassandra approves, even though she was kind of against it. Vivian approves. I guess Vivian doesn't like Morrigan.
And who's to say it will go to waste?
I do.
Here we go.
Perhaps it is better this way. Do as you will with the Well of Sorrows, Inquisitor. But be careful.
Ah, that makes sense regarding Solus. Not going to read it aloud because of the implied spoiler. But yeah, true. Must be so overwhelming to have so many voices and memories all come to you in an instant.
Why am I here? Corypheus, A Magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him.
There's lots of whispering.
I can't understand what you're... Look, will you help me or not?
Festis Biumo Carnavarum. If you don't come through this, I swear I'll kill you. Not dead. Well, that's a relief. So, good? Bad? I'm dying to know.
I'm completely empty. I wonder what being bound to Mythal entails. Hi.
The Illuvian!
That's true, now we can use it. Yes!
Through the mirror.
Though I guess it's going to shatter afterwards. Another Illuvian less. Nice! All those voices, all this knowledge ready to be explored and digested. Kind of wish there was an option to do with Morrigan sharing knowledge, lessening burden on both. Would be interesting, but kind of would guess it would make it less meaningful. Ah, nice. It's good we have a personal Illuvian. Ah, nice.
It is done.
We did it. Survived, came back, got the knowledge.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
That's so easy.
He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
How does she know that?
It's... voices. Whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Yeah.
Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
Go to him, don't speak. Bound to her, she speaks the truth, is all I could hear in the well. I wonder what that means. But maybe also just very conflicting voices, right?
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do?
Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon is not an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
Ooh.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but with his dragon...
Ah, we killed dragons already.
I need to
will
summon
come.
Mythal.
Whatever Mythal was, goddess or myth?
There. An altar in the wilderness. That's where I need to go.
Isn't she
I
supposed
see
to be
you are
murdered?
determined. So be it.
Are you certain of this?
Everyone is confused. I guess it's all best guess, right?
We have no choice. If Corypheus comes here now...
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Nice. So I would say we just go and go... maybe not directly to the Altar of Mythal. We're just going to do some War Council stuff. But afterwards we're just going straight to the Altar of Mythal. Aided some people, which is nice.
Letters are
Oh,
pouring
Lake
in
Lark,
from
you're
all
on the
corners.
west coast of the USA, so in California.
Pledges of
What time is it where you are?
conversions to Andraste.
All premature until we deal
Probably
with
still quite
Corypheus.
early, right? Very weird noises from above. Do you know that? That you hear like weird sounds from the apartment above or below you and you're like, what are they even doing? Okay, the weapon of Thedas, bright eggs. Let's go for that. Look at that time. Are you kidding me? 20 hours.
Inquisitor.
11:49. That is quite early. I mean, here it is. Almost 8 p.m. We wanted to do a special one. Which was it? Bring Samson to Skyhold for judgment. Sounds kind of nice. Investigation laboratory.
The consequences of drinking from
Damn it,
that
I forgot
well.
which one we wanted to do.
Never mind.
For weapon plans. Let's look it up again. It's interesting that the US have so many different time zones, while like at least the European Union has just like one time zone. I mean, back when the UK was still in the European Union, they had like a special case. But yeah. Kind of sad that they are not in the European Union anymore. Disaster in the deep roads. No. I think we actually just skipped the quest. Which makes sense, because I mean we kind of dealt with Samson. So yeah. Can't do anything about that. There's no quest anymore. That's why I couldn't find it. Yeah, you're generally an hour ahead of us. Alright, so. Let's bring Samson here for judgment. Which just takes like 13 minutes.
Alright.
More judgment. Have the people of Serena.
Let's see what we have.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, Madachan, the UK is not anymore part of the European Union, right? Sadly. Alright, now with new quests, let's go for the Altar of Mythal. Why am I even walking? I can just jump there. I guess. Here. Altar of Mythal. Dorian, Cassandra, cool. US has been under cake roller and is all rolled out. Europe is more compact. But I mean, if you look at the distance between like Portugal and I don't know, what's pretty much the most western country, the most eastern country, like Latvia or something.
I can feel it.
It is
I
quite the
can hear
distance.
it.